Everyone, welcome back to a brand new episode of Trash Talk. I'm here with a very, very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yo, my name is Amos, dude. What's up?
Yeah, man. And just diving straight into it because I feel like you're a guest. Maybe quite a lot of people are maybe familiar with certain videos of, but maybe just not your like channel or face or whatever, or like face of your channel list. So for people that maybe aren't aware of your content, could you just go through what you do on your channel?
Yeah, so I make documentaries. A lot of people make false allegations I'm a Turkey Tom clone, which is false.
Good.
But no, I don't know. I guess I'm most popular for like covering like the commentary lolcows, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
But
yeah, no, 100%.
yeah, no, I guess also Pokimane. I guess it's
Yeah.
a one-off though, but
Well,
yeah.
just diving straight into it, right? We get to those videos 100% later. I want to talk in depth about them because you're a creator which, like, dissimilar to a lot of people I've had on the podcast. A lot of the stuff that we're going to speak about does focus on content and like videos you've made.
Yeah.
But I do want to start with your start on YouTube. Because at least publicly on the Amos channel, you've only been creating content for what, 5 months now. So would you like to just like go through your start on YouTube? I don't know if you've had other channels and stuff, but just going through like what got you into YouTube originally.
Yeah, so I can't remember exactly. It might have been Leafy. It might have been some other retard I have no clue about. But yeah, I wanted sorry, I used to have a second, or like I guess another channel
Yeah.
where I did like really bad topic commentary. I guess that's what I got into, like a lot of drama. That's where I got like a lot of my knowledge for I guess what does well on YouTube. And what like does absolutely horrible. So
Yeah.
I guess like when it comes to topic commentary, if this is like I guess like your first like start on YouTube, it's good because you usually when you're like a small topic commentator, you experiment like a lot. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's
100%.
where I first started. I didn't
What
really
was
get
it called?
though.
Yeah, what was it called?
It
Amos
started
is
with an
here.
E. No, it started with an E. I can't remember what it was though. It's like I think it's
Well,
like a year ago or something now.
well, I feel like a lot of people start, especially in commentary, really revolves around the small commentary and like more topic commentary stuff, right? It's very like
Yeah.
news based and stuff like that. I feel like if you look at a lot of people's channels, even like How Does La Hawks, like he started topic commentary stuff, right? If you look at someone like Turkey Tom as well, you trace his roots back, it's very topic commentary stuff, and even on his other channel, he's got like he's got the topic commentary stuff. It's very like it's the staple of commentary, right? It's topic commentary. So I guess it makes sense to start out like that. But of course, you're most known. Like, there's probably a couple of people that know you from that, from like the past, maybe. But I feel like a lot of people do know you for your documentary style content. So before we get into like the actual videos themselves and like what sort of topics you've covered, would you just like to go through your like normal editing process for editing one of these documentary videos? So for you, what goes into one of these big videos?
It's changed a lot. Currently I'm working on a huge video. Like I haven't posted in a month. I guess if we're going back to like before because I'm changing like a lot of like stuff right now on my channel. But
Yeah.
if we're gonna like count like I guess the latest upload, it's usually I take 3 days to edit my videos. And most of the time I just write out a script, record, edit, and then like the editing process, it's not really like that crazy. You kind of just slap effects onto stuff and like throw up stuff on screen, I guess.
Well,
Try to make it look good.
Well, when it does come down to editing, right, you do make these big documentary style videos, right? They are packed full of like editing, and people would pick it out, right? That like you've got certain like editing cues and stuff. Like for you, when you're making one of these videos, like is editing like I know you said that like you just slap some stuff on there, right? But like is editing like a big part of your process, or what are you more focused on? Editing, script? Because I've spoken to a lot of people that can be way more focused on the script stuff, making the script as good as possible, and then editing they're not too fussed about. But for you, what is that like? Do you like to even it up, or what's your main focal point when like creating one of these videos?
I guess in the past, cause like again, I'm like changing a lot for this new video.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
I guess like if we're again talking about like my latest upload, um, I've been focusing a lot on like improving like my script writing, but for the most part, it used to just be editing. I thought like at least if my editing was good, people would still like stick around. But I've realized more that script writing is like probably more important in some cases.
Yeah, 100%. I guess it does draw the more long-term viewers then, right? So like I guess from what I've learned from doing like long form stuff and even short form, the editing takes you so far, right? But then the script and what you're saying, and even if you're maybe more of a comedy based channel, the jokes, what you're actually saying in it, it does pull in a lot of a more like unique audience that will stick around longer. And is that something for you that you do want to get? Because I know you've got consistent views on each video, but do you want to get to a point where you've got like a I hate to use this word, but like a fan base. Actually, let me rephrase that because I really hate the word fan. I really hate it, man.
Yeah.
Like a viewership where like people are like going, like I know people are, but like really going, oh, I can't wait for the next Amos upload.
Yeah. The only thing I'm gonna say about my newest upload is I'm doing a lot more lolcow content, I guess.
W.
I'm kind of like not completely stepping away, but stepping away enough from like drama content, I guess. Like I'll still do it when it's like interesting to me.
Yeah.
I'm kind of over right now talking about pedophiles, if I'm gonna be honest. I've been covering that for like a month straight now.
Yeah, you'll come back to it later, you know? Like
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah, if it's like warranted, obviously, I don't know. I just right now on my channel, I guess I'm really just wanting to cover like just like degenerates, like just degenerate freaks in their bedroom, I guess. I don't know.
Well, yeah, and like I feel like you're very much known for covering these degenerate freaks. There's a little bit I want to do speak about with like thumbnails on top of your documentary stuff later, but I feel like this is a good transition into the next thing, which is
Okay.
you do cover a lot of these commentary degenerates, right? These people that are painted as the low cows in the small commentary community, and commentary communities are wide, right? It can be really between. So I've got like a list of like some of the videos I do want to reference and talk about. But one video that for me really stands out as one of your videos, like I know before this you had videos that were pretty successful, but for me stands out as a video that did really well at the time, was your big Jalen documentary, which covered everything.
Which one, the first one or the Crusade?
The second one, the Crusade one, the second one.
Oh,
where
yeah.
like you got loads of everyone on. Like I feel like that was a standout point for your channel and stuff. So for maybe people that haven't watched that video, could you just go over like what that video was, like who was in it and stuff?
Yeah, so there have been like a lot of Jalen videos per se. Actually the first ever video I made on my channel was on Jalen. And I can't no, okay. I was like thinking about making the Pokimane video before the Jalen one.
Yeah.
And when I was researching for the Pokimane one, and like it was like right before I'll go into the process of Jalen after this, but I saw Optimus's video on like Commentary Crusade Pokimane, and I guess like gave me like the catalyst for the Jalen video. And I was like, if I can cover every single thing about this lol cow known as Jalen, I can cook them and I can get like a lot of people on there. Maybe get some good old subscribers if they pull up to the video. And I guess just make a banger because a lot of documentaries can be boring. So I thought if I had like a wide range of like different content creators, it could be pretty interesting.
No, 100%. And the video did really well analytically, at least, right? 100,000 views nearly on the video. Did really well. And you got like a wide range of people. Some of the people we won't mention. But the video has like pulled in a lot of views. And of course, I was on the video as well. And there was quite a few people on the video. For you looking back at that video, like in a retrospective, is that video you're glad you made? Because I do feel like it set the motion of like some of the other videos you'd later follow, especially in the commentary community at least, or videos on commentators. Is that video you're glad that you ended up doing, or what's your take looking back at that video now?
I really like it. I think I probably could have done some stuff better, especially like again with my newest video that's been released yet. But I think it was like a good stepping stone. I think a lot of the creators I chose for that one compared to like my tipster video was a lot better. And that mostly just comes down to people just couldn't be on it, which is fair. One criticism of like my newest commentary crusade was I censored too much. I mean, I thought like the video was good, but yeah, I definitely censored way too much. That's definitely something I'm stepping away from.
I'm not gonna lie. when I tried watching it, no hate to you, but like I actually thought my earbuds were like broken.
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
like,
I don't know. I don't know why I censored that so much, but I did. But yeah, the Commentary Crusade, the first one, definitely one of my favorite videos I made. I think I got like no sleep for 2 days making that and putting it together. I got the idea from, I think it was like Twitter, because everybody was like shitting on her at the time. So I kind of just was like, you know what? Fuck it, dude. Let's just make a J-linked Commentary Crusade and let's do this. So
Well, like I guess the Sleepless Nights definitely paid off, right? Looking back at it, because then your video that you followed up straight after that was then again it was a Pokimane video, which outperformed all of your videos, and if I'm not mistaken, is still your most popular video, right?
yeah.
With over 200,000 views. So again, when making this video, right? Like again, it's Pokimane, right? It's very much more. It moves away from like covering maybe a locale of the small commentary community or commentary community. It dives more into like the mainstream creator. Did you expect that video to do as well as it did? Like, what was your process there with that?
My process there was I saw a Cheeto. He was milking it like to death, and I know that beforehand people have milked it too. But yeah, I saw that like he was getting like 200, 400K or more, and I was like, I wouldn't say like Pokemon's a lolcow per se, but everybody in the commentary community hates her. So I was like,
Yeah.
this could probably do well because the Cheeto's getting a lot of views. He's milking it. And I posted that like I think the day the drama started to die off. So
Well, the video did insanely well, right? It probably it gained a lot of traction, a lot of views, probably a lot of new subscribers. And again, it was a stepping stone for later videos, right? And I guess with Pokimane, right? Again, it's mainstream, so you're tapping into a different audience that you would maybe of with the Jalen video or with any of the other videos that you probably would have made up until that point. But a video that again I do want to talk about because it is a big video that you had a lot of people on, and we have sort of mentioned it just a second ago. Was your big Tipster video? Again, that was a really big collaboration video. It did really well, over 60,000 views on Tipster. Again, looking back at it, I know we mentioned some like issues with it, so like the over like censorship of a lot of the words and stuff, which I do know because like I was there, like so was Ace of course, like behind the scenes and stuff while that video was being made, and like
really?
constantly getting like constantly getting the yellow. So again, so looking back at that video, did you look at that as like an upgrade from your Jalen video? Like, and what your regrets with that? Because I know your regrets is just like how censored it was. But like looking back at that video, like, what's your thoughts on that?
So I was under the impression that like if it got yellowed, it wasn't gonna do well at all. So I was like plotting with Hawks, and I'm like, bro, we gotta censor this whole thing. Nowadays I completely fucking regret that, and I wish I never did. Lyric's part was fire in that, and that's probably like the most censored part of the whole video.
It's so censored. Like I love the video. Like I think people's parts came out great. It's just the censorship on this.
You know my favorite part about this. Yeah, you go on. You go.
Sorry. I was gonna say like if there's like maybe if like I do like members only or something, or if I can post it to like Rumble or something, if there's like a chance I can get it like uncensored, like that would be so awesome. Because I think like the video itself is amazing. Like every comment I've gotten, like they all fuck with it. It's just like the censoring. So
yeah, like it is a very good video. Everyone's parts is great, especially lyrics. Like lyrics, like really had a chance to shine there, and he shined like really well on his channel as well. The only thing that I do regret in that video is not editing out a notification in one of my screenshots, which was great. I look at that like I cringe every time, man. It was my fault. I forgot to edit out the blooming notification.
I like never even noticed a notification.
Bro, it's so bad. Like it's just like it's for a millisecond, but I know it's there. And like in a 51-minute video, it shouldn't matter, but I know it's there, man.
You know what was really funny for the censorship thing? Like I saw this in the comments. Like people thought like so he censored for the Keffel's part communist. But a lot of people in the comments were like, "Man, I can't believe Amos just like censored capitalism." You know?
Yes, dude, I saw that. I was laughing so hard. I'm like, "You retard, dude! It's fucking, dude." Yeah,
you think Keffel's
is totally a capitalist, dude. 100%. She's totally not extremely far left, you know.
Oh,
yeah.
for real. Oh,
But
that
no,
was funny,
like
though.
Yeah.
with those videos, right? They follow a formula. They're very formulaic. Like if you take a look at the Jalen and Tipster video, and even the Nattie Forsyth video, I know that isn't like a big video, like in lengthwise, but it very much follows the same formula, right? So I do want to just take a look at your latest content and like because I know you've referenced that you got a big video in the works. So where are you taking your content now after that, especially with the documentary stuff? Like where are we going? Like where are you taking that like stuff moving forward?
Sorry, I'm trying to. I guess
That's all
like
good, man.
I've been every single video that I've put out that's like on my channel right now has all followed like the same editing techniques, the same thing over and over again. It's like different topics and I like making the videos, but I guess I'm like trying to like branch out and like I guess change up the formula, I guess is like the best way to put it.
No, 100%. Like, I guess you're trying to like not only reach out to new people, but just like change it up, right? Make a video that doesn't follow a formula, doesn't like you can't point out and go, well, that's like pretty similar. And like, is that for any reason? Are you worried about like the like formula that you were doing getting stale, or what? Like, what's your reasoning behind like changing it up?
I don't know, dude. I guess like the biggest thing is just I got bored of the formula.
Yeah.
I think that's it. And also I just want to like I don't know if you saw like because it was on Twitter, I think I posted it. Like Turkey Tom thinks I like stole his swag or something.
W.
So like I guess I'm also trying to like move away from that too and trying to make it as different as possible, I guess. I didn't steal his swag, but a lot of people think I did, I guess, because I used a still and it's a documentary channel, I guess. I don't really know. But yeah.
Yeah. And I guess, like you said, the most important factor there is just you getting tired and bored, right? Like the worst thing that you would want while making a video is you not to enjoy it, right? Like, and I feel like that's a phase that a lot of content creators go through is they just don't enjoy the process. I didn't enjoy doing topic commentary, so I switched. And I feel like that's a common thing that people go through. But like, I guess you've got a plan there, right? You know what you want to do. You know how you want to change it. So you're not stranded doing the same old thing and just getting more burnt out. You're changing it up and you know where to go forward.
Yeah, I guess like the best way to explain it is like I'm going back to like my older content.
Yeah. Like you're just taking a step back. You're looking at your channel and you're just seeing where you want to go forward, right? Where you want to make these little edit changes or where you want to do this little thing. So, and again, that ties into like my next thing I don't want to talk about. Is really the main staple I think of your channel, like just from a maybe a viewer that's scrolling on your channel or has seen one of your videos, is the thumbnail, right? Like I feel like the thumbnail has got very attached to you and like your side of commentary. So for people that don't know, right? Because I know maybe a bit more than like the average of you or whatever. Would you just like to explain those thumbnails and stuff?
Yeah. I get so like I modeled it after another thumbnail. I'm not gonna say which YouTuber it is. It's not Turkey Tom, okay, viewers. It's not Turkey Tom.
I feel like I know who it is.
It's another documentary YouTuber. I think Turkey Tom pointed out who it was. I like combined that with like some other effects. And it's also like the face orientation is a lot like my older thumbnails. And we kind of just like combine those three aspects into the thumbnail.
Well, those thumbnails are very. I feel like they've become. I don't know if infamous is the right word for commentary, right? Like they have become infamous in commentary, right? Like I've even used one of them. Like it was a wave on Twitter as well, right? People talking about these thumbnails, like, oh, they hate this trend, right? You got people like Agamines complaining. I fucking hate Agamines anyway. Like you got him complaining on Twitter and stuff. You've got all these people complaining, right? Like for you looking at it, right? Because it's such a funny discourse, and I felt really like I had to bring it up because when people mention your name, usually it comes up with a debate about the thumbnail. Like what is your view on like that style of thumbnail? Like again, is that something you want to take forward or what? Because like I do find the discourse around it really funny.
I found if I'm not doing the thumbnail anymore. By the way, I'll probably use it every once in a while.
No. For big special videos, you go whip out the thumbnail.
Yeah, pretty much. I did find that people were copying it funny. I guess, and The biggest thing that pissed me off was I don't know who started the trend, but somebody started like putting random YouTubers in the thumbnail and saying I love CP or something.
Oh my god.
And that pissed me the fuck off, dude. I'm like, why are these people making false accusations through my thumbnail style? What the fuck is this, dude?
Oh,
like,
dude, my
That's
personal
just
favorite.
cringe, bro.
Yeah, my personal favorite was
Yeah.
the Zrubby Dark one with the plague moth, and it said everyone
Oh,
hates
yeah.
me because I'm a pedophile.
Like, I mean,
it
I
became a
do
trend,
understand.
right?
I mean, I do understand like how it got to that point because
Yeah.
the like text wording. My whole point was to make it like super edgy, I guess, is like the best word for like YouTube.
Yeah.
Like I have everyone hates me because I'm trans, and it's like I don't know. I
Yeah.
figured it'd be like a rage bait or something. I guess
Well,
is the best way to put it. I don't know.
Well, it definitely caught on, right? Like, I felt like it became a trend in commentary, right? Like, regardless if they knew who, like, where it came from, right? If it came from you or whoever, right? It caught on as a trend. There was loads of discourse around it in Twitter, in comments and stuff. Even when I used it for my Noma's video, it was one thing that someone, like, a couple of people pointed out, right? And I guess, like, looking at it, right? Because it is, like, it's such, like, when you think of a thumbnail, you don't think that it would be a staple of someone's channel for a certain thumbnail style.
Yeah.
But that's become like, well, when they think of maybe the Amos channel, like it really relates to that sort of style of thumbnail. Like really,
I
like
didn't know
it's
that,
weird.
bro.
Like when people think of Amos, right, it will be genuinely like, oh, look, we've got the like, red text underlined, then white, and then we've got like the guy that looks like he's shitting himself in the corner. It's very like it's become a staple of like that side of commentary, and it works, right? Again, it's a formula that works view-wise as well, right? Like I feel like it definitely brings in the audience, especially with the titles as well that are paired up, right? They're not like just bung the person's name in the title, right? It's very much like how this YouTuber ruined their career in 24 hours or whatever, which seems to work, especially with that thumbnail.
Yeah, it kind of got oversaturated, so I'm not using it anymore.
Mhm.
And the biggest reason why is because I don't know if you know this, but there was a certain trend that started in Roblox. It was started by Hawks. You probably did an interview with him.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
His like main competition like ripped off my thumbnail style and title and like blew up off of it. Here, I'll link it.
W.
This name's the Dark Creeper, and like I don't have any beef with him anymore. We've made up. He like helped me with some stuff with Nat as
Oh,
well.
holy fuck.
But yeah, this guy like I mean he isn't anymore. So again, I'm not really pissed anymore. I wasn't even really pissed. It was just like, oh, okay. I mean, cool, I guess.
Yeah, this guy popped off from your style.
Yeah, I mean the guy did kind of steal my swag, okay, but nah, it's chill. I don't really care.
Well, yeah, it is a thumbnail style that caught on, and just like moving away from the thumbnail, right? Because as funny as it is, there is some like stuff that I do want to talk about, and like for you, I do want to mention some maybe controversy or drama. Like, is there like anything? Because I know that you are a documentary YouTuber, so you're not running into like a lot of beef online or whatever.
No, I really haven't had any drama.
Yeah, well, like my one question is, regardless if it's like tiny or whatever, have you had any of that? Because like you said, even yourself, you haven't really had any. And does that come down to being like a documentary style YouTuber rather than a drama commentator?
I haven't. I guess you could. The only drama you could really say is like most recently when like I had like a drama with like Nattie. It wasn't really public. It was more private. I don't know. I haven't. The thing with documentaries is like, especially if you cover like older shit, there's not really like any drama to be had because it's like, if like I fucked up and like I said like the N word on stream like 6 months ago, like I'm not gonna get mad at somebody for making a documentary on it, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. And like, I guess when you have had these, well, I guess when you do have these interactions, right? Like, I know Jalen commented on the documentary video, right? Like, they're not overly negative, right? Like, maybe like Jalen blocked me, right? For whatever reason after that video dropped.
Insane.
But like, yeah, I know. But there is never like any big beef, and the only one I can genuinely think of is Nattie, right? Which was a very messy thing that happened mainly behind the scenes. Only really a little bit kind of on Twitter. And I don't know if you do want to get into that or not, or if you want to save that for like future or whatever. But I do find that very interesting.
I wouldn't even really say it's like private drama. She was just being like a spurg in my DMs. She like, I guess she like fucked with me or whatever. She like, I was like, what's the best way to put it? I was the most neutral when it came to my Nattie Forsyth documentary.
Yeah.
So I guess she didn't hate me because of that. It's like alleged that like any documentary that's negative of her, she like allegedly wants to like sue them or whatever.
Yeah, well, Nattie is a very
me.
vocal person. Like, they are very vocal. Like, even like I have very brief DMs with them, and it was very trauma dumpy. Like, I've only spoke to Nattie like a couple of times, and the majority of it was talking to them about possibly getting an interview and doing like talking to them, right?
Yeah.
And then even then I was receiving messages about you, right? So like they were sending like this big announcement saying like, Nattie, sorry I didn't say or do anything about this sooner. I'll admit I fucked up, whatever it was, right? And I put good to hear that got sorted or whatever. And they put only that one thing though. And then they sent another message where they go like, since you just said you asked me for context first in the future, ask again, blah 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 blah. And then you go like, you got nothing to really ask them. And I put, oh damn, I trust Amos, whatever, I reckon he's telling the truth. And they go, the truth about what? And I go, he's got nothing to ask. But he didn't the other time, and either that was also the truth, but only because he didn't bother asking before posting the tweet. He's seemingly not bothering to ask about anything else either. And then he goes on like this massive rampage about it. And then for some reason it turns into some motherfucker tried to kidnap a child just because they spoke to Nattie. So they are very, I don't know. I feel like the drama does get into their head. It's a very funny one to look back at because they are insane.
I haven't released this yet, but I have a theory that I trolled them off the internet because the day before they left the internet and deleted their channel, me and Emro like trolled them in the DMs. I'm probably gonna release that soon. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know how she didn't understand. Like, she thought we were like friends or something in the DMs. Like, I was literally just like talking to her to gather dirt on her. Like, and I don't know how she didn't notice that.
Well, yeah, that was very my thing of like, oh yeah, like when they said like they were trauma dumping, I was like, the only thing I really can do is offer you like a podcast. It was very obvious. That
it's like, Nattie, I'm not going to be friends with you. You're an alleged pedophile and you're hated by everyone. Like, why would I be friends with you? That would literally be like a Jalen part 2. Like, no, I'm not going to be friends with you, bro.
Oh, like, man. I really just wanted to get on trash talk. But when you like trolled them, would this have been around maybe like the 15th or the 16th? Just out of pure curiosity. Just like roughly, if you can remember. Because I only asked.
16th. I'm pretty sure it's the 16th.
Because I only asked because that's when they like did their massive apology to me. Where they go like, I didn't know suicide baiting could also just be talking about suicide, being suicidal, apologizing for like their mental health, if they're over exaggerated, and that they think they've ruined their life and destroyed it.
Yeah, I didn't want to claim that they were suicide baiting because that's why I was like, I just like posted these screenshots. I didn't really say anything. It's the ones with like Nattie Forsyth, Lilith, the bitch that like scammed Jalen out of 20K, and then Jalen. But yeah, I don't know, dude. The whole like Nattie foreskin lore is weird.
Well, it was very along the lines of like it was like, oh yeah, my life is over. My life is like done, right? And I received those sort of messages as well. Like, it was very like, this is that. And like, you like just caught a couple of stray bullets, right? You got yourself like accidentally sort of wrapped up in all of this. And
I wouldn't say accidentally, but yeah, I kind of just threw myself like quotation.
Air bubble quotation, right? But one thing I do want to ask you just about this, just like a pretty fun question. Do you think now that Nattie is left, right, that they're like known for leaving, coming back? Do you think this is the end of everything, or can you see them coming back? Just as like a fun question.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
No, man.
I'm trying to find this screenshot. Give me a second.
Oh, we've all got loads of screenshots, man. I swear.
Sorry, I know like you probably don't want to edit. What the fuck is it, dude? I don't want to make claims without like showing it to you. Okay, here.
That's all good, man.
Okay, so
Oh my god.
basically, and this is older. But she basically said that like she might like go back to the internet.
Just
And just
maybe.
not cover drama or whatever.
It's never going to be permanent, is it? Like, I feel like there's the issue. Like, even when I tweeted out my tweet, right, it's just never going to be permanent. Like, I can't see it ever, like, just them leaving. Like, the deactivated channel, I'm telling you now, when before that deactivated channel gets like, deleted forever, they're coming back. I swear, man. I just ain't
Yeah,
gonna happen.
I mean their channel's deleted, so obviously they can't like come back to like that channel, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But they literally said they're gonna maybe stop covering drama content when they leave. So it's like, are you leaving? Are you just like, is this a whole ploy so like you can go in like a completely different genre? Like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
well, they've exhausted a lot of their options, right? Like I feel like
Yeah.
they can only keep going, right? They were in a video posted by YouTube for fuck's sake. Like they can only go so far.
Wait, what? Wait, they were in it like
Yeah,
an act like by YouTube?
oh yeah. Well, were you not
Wait,
aware of
what?
this? They were in the Technoblade tribute video by YouTube.
Oh my
What?
God.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro.
Wait, how?
I don't know how. They just made a video like being like really upset about Technoblade's passing, and they managed to get into the video because I remember it being a massive like controversy when it happened because everyone was going, bro,
Oh
like
my
you've let a
gosh.
suspected pedophile into like a YouTube video about like some poor dead guy.
Classic YouTube.
Yeah, it was very
Oh,
like it was very like it was a weird Technoblade Never Dies 10 months ago. If you skim
well,
through it, they will be there. It was a very controversial move because I remember several people making videos and covering it because it was meant to be a heartwarming video
mhm.
about Technoblade's passing, and you've got a bunch of creators like talking about it and like celebrating. Yeah, there you go. Like about the 26-second mark, you've got Nattie Forsyth that pops up. It's insane. Like, and again, like I can't see them leaving anytime soon. And the video has 18 million views, so it's not like they're
Oh
exactly
my
can run
god.
away. Like 18 million people have seen that ugly face.
Yeah.
And well, and I guess that is it's funny, right? It's one of the only dramas you've got involved, but it probably is one of the biggest ones in smaller commentary as of recent.
Yeah. Probably about to get in drama with them, yes, we'll see.
Yeah, well, yeah,
I'm
that should be
streaming after
interesting.
this.
Well, yeah, just real quick, it's like because I don't know if Ace has any questions, but for me, we're really coming to like the end of the questions I've got. But I do want to ask just about that because before we did the podcast, you said that not only had you not done a podcast before, but you were about to go live and do live
Yeah.
streaming. Is that something that you want to do more of? Like, are you trying to branch out into maybe doing more
Um
things like different stuff like
we'll
live streaming or whatever?
we'll see how it goes. If it does well, I'll probably
Hmm.
continue to do it. If not, I'll probably just shit post live stream as
No, 100%.
like a every like once in a while thing.
No,
Um
100%, man.
yeah. I mean,
Well, I
I'm not
guess
gonna
you.
like live stream
Mhm.
without stuff. So, like, if
Yeah.
there's like no topic to cover, I'm not gonna live stream. I
Well,
see
like,
Turkey Tom do that a lot.
yeah, and it's a pretty popular like form as well now, especially live streaming commentary stuff, right? Covering topics, talking about stuff, doing things. Even Toastify is doing like
Mhm.
one as we speak right now. Um, and I guess as well, it's just branching into new things, experimenting, right? Because I feel like you would get burnt out if you were just doing the same old things. Whereas you're even just trying something new, right?
Yeah.
You're keeping that creative spark there.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm just kind of I'm just kind of shit talking on a live stream. There's nothing really
Just
there.
see, I'm just trying to build it up, man. Just like act like it's got like a meaning behind it, rather than just I
Yeah,
wanted
I
to
don't
live
know.
stream.
I mean, I guess you could say I'm like exposing femmes or whatever, but
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. It's got a big meaning behind it, big impact.
big impact, dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I don't know, dude. I like watching commentator live streams, especially when there's like actual like stuff that's like new that they're not just like sitting there and like reacting to something.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
like a video that everyone's seen before.
yeah,
W.
so it's like I don't know if I am gonna stream, it's gonna be like some like content that either people don't really know about or people haven't seen. And it'll just that or it'll like live stream me editing videos. I don't really know, dude.
Yeah, 100%, man. It's all about trying and just seeing what works. And before we
Yeah.
do wrap up the podcast, I've got one question, but I do want to ask Ace. if throughout this podcast, have you got any questions that you haven't really had a chance to ask Amos?
Actually,
Ace,
I do
that's
got
really
quite
important,
a
man.
few, man.
Okay,
Not
well-
gonna lie. Okay, so for one, here's my genuine question. So, Amos, I know you've only been like in the documentary for like a few months, but I've noticed that you've been, around, in other people's content. So, I wanted to
Yeah,
ask,
dude.
how did it feel talking to like Ribs, Jalen,
Oh, Ribs.
Femios, Achito? Like, how did it feel talking to those people?
I don't even think a Cheeto really knows about me, dude. I was just like in that call. Now if
Just there.
if we're gonna talk about Ribs, though, I cooked them, bro. Like their career's over, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I can get some context to that. So basically, oh wait, they deleted their channel.
Oh yeah, they had
Holy shit.
allegations.
Wait, wait, what? There's allegations?
That's what
On
Hawks was
what?
covering. Ribs
no.
has like allegations that. Now I say
Okay.
allegations because I can't say it's proven, but like I think they're an alleged pedophile. Last I checked.
Okay. Regardless of that, that's apparently after my time.
Yep.
What the hell? Okay. Basically, Ribs they told their fan base on a community post like a couple times to, like kill themselves. So I wanted to like I don't know why they would do this. So Hawks, he makes this video about them telling their fan base to kill themselves. They have a Roblox animation audience, so they're obviously pretty young. They for some reason, after Hawks gets 1 million views on this video, decides to join his Discord server and then join the VC. Me and Duck see this and we're like, holy shit. And then we like join the VC. And I just cook them, dude. Like they literally have like no defense for them whatsoever. And they like scream at me towards the end and tell me to kill myself. I don't know. It was a pretty
YouTuber.
funny call, yeah.
Oh yes.
I mean, it did pretty well on Hawks' channel. Got like 300K. So.
Yeah, you just gave him more content,
Oh God,
got it,
dude. I'm just giving the homie free content, dude.
Oh yeah.
Well, there is one last thing that I do want to ask you, which it isn't tied to your channel and stuff or whatever, but I've been asking more and more guests. This is a recent. Is there anybody that after you want to see come on Trash Talk?
Have you guys had Kasari on yet?
Bro.
We have. I'm actually doing a collaboration with him and Turkey Thompson.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. I don't.
We can
really
have him on a
keep
second
up with
time,
him, but I know he makes good content. No,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm trying to think of somebody that you guys haven't had on. That's like the only guy that I thought you haven't had on. Chris the Narc would be cool. He seems pretty cool.
I've actually spoke to him about
Yeah.
coming on Trash Talk before as well. So we can only try and get something set up there.
Yeah, tell
no,
him that he's
yeah.
he's a pretty cool guy, dude.
He's a pretty cool guy. And we want him on Trash Talk, man.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Well,
dude.
I do have one last question for Amos.
Oh, holy
if
fuck,
you
man.
will.
Okay, dude.
So Amos, out of all the lolcows you cover, which one's your
Mm.
favorite one?
My favorite lolcow?
Yeah. Which one's your favorite lolcow?
Probably Tipster, dude. He's so
Oh,
fucking retarded. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Not the tip, man.
Like self-sabotage there is so fucking funny, bro.
Man, I got
Yeah.
beef
No,
with that
man.
guy, but he's funny.
Yeah, man, he's got me and everything.
What happened, bro?
Yeah, he blocked me on my podcast channel, bro. It's over.
Dude, what the hell, man?
Bro, you just don't want to be
Yeah,
spicy,
man.
man. Insane. You
Yeah,
don't,
I'm not
don't
getting
want
the
to smoke, man.
tip, dude.
You really just
So
don't want the
grim.
tip, dude.
It's the most disgusting phrase
I
I've
guess-
ever heard.
For real.
I guess Ace Howler just wasn't goth mommy enough.
Oh yeah, that's so true.
Deep down, he didn't want that tip, man. He didn't want it, man.
Oh
I wanted
man.
to.
But no, man.
All right.
On the note of the tip, I think we've got to the tip of the episode. So I really do
Oh my
appreciate
God.
you coming on
Ban
for
this
like
guy. Ban
40
this
minutes
guy.
or whatever, man.
Yeah, for sure, bro. I'm like, like happy to be on it. It's a couple months in the works, I guess. So yeah, this one.
Oh yeah, man, it's been a chaotic couple of months trying to do this episode.
Yeah, dude.
Hassle
Alright,
after hassle,
man.
man. It's just how it works sometimes. But yeah, I do really appreciate you coming on. And for everyone that's enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to Trash Talk and going over to Amos' stuff if you do want us to go and see more. But I've been your host, Samuel, and I will catch you in the next episode of Trash Talk.